Hello, Sandman Nation, and welcome back to episode number 79. The Olympics are officially over, and football season is deep in the rearview mirror at this point, but no need to worry, boys. Spring training is heating up. Opening day's about a month away. March Madness is creeping up fast. Golf keeps delivering every weekend, and the Masters will also be here before we know it. Gentlemen, the sports world never sleeps. It just simply keeps on a-rocking, just like us. So let's get into it, boys, because it is time to enter Sandman Sports. With me, as always, is the cool, calm, charming, and might I say, one damn good looking dude, Mr. Pat Klett. And of course, the legend who started it all, the one and only Sandman, Mr. Bill Sanders. Guys, nice to see you both again. How we doing today?
Good. How are you, Mr. Bierman?
You know what? Thank you, Pat. Thank you for asking. I am doing fan-fricking-tastic. Appreciate you asking. And we are ready to get into the random questions of the day.
It is time for the random questions of the day.
Bill, it's your turn to go first, sir. So let's
Bring
do
it on.
All right. Guys, I do not think today's are that tough. Okay. Feeling
I
pretty
like that.
generous today. All right,
I
here
like
we
it.
go. What is a purchase you have made that you immediately regretted?
Okay.
Purchase you made that you
I
immediately
got a good one.
regretted.
Got a
Okay.
good one.
See,
Got a
yeah,
good
that's not too bad. Okay. All right, Pat.
Uh-huh.
This one's not too bad either. But this one I'm very curious of your answer. All right. Would you rather be very strong or very fast?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I was always very fast, but so yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm both. I mean, what do I need? Come on.
So you
Like,
just
yeah.
yes.
So just me. Yeah. Yes, please. More of it. Yeah. Probably strong. Yeah.
Strong. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a tough
strong.
one.
I don't know. It is tough. I'm guessing strong probably comes into play more often. Like you would use super strength more than super speed, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, are we talking super speed or just basic human strength? Like,
That's
are we
a good
talking
point.
superhero type stuff, or is this just like within?
That's an important
general?
detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might sway things a little bit.
You know,
I think either way, I would go with strength over speed.
Yeah.
Man,
I think I would too. I think I would too. And I think as I was writing this, I actually was thinking more like superhero type strength or speed. But you're right. I mean, you can look at it either way. But I don't think it would change my answer either way. I think I'd go with strength.
Did you guys ever play that Nintendo hockey game where you could choose between the like super fat guys and the super skinny lightning fast guys? Did you guys ever?
No.
Yeah, that was basic hockey, and then
Yeah.
So it was like called Nintendo hockey. Yeah,
The
I
strong
remember.
guys,
I always
though-
went. I never went with the fat dudes.
Yeah, the strong guys had no chance. That's what I'm saying.
'cause they
Maybe
could never chase the puck.
Speed kills. That's the first thing that popped into my mind. Nintendo hockey.
Yeah, that game sounds terrible. It sounds like a purchase I might immediately regret had I ever made it. So, Bill,
I
what's
played a lot of hockey. Yeah,
This is a good one. This is timely as well, Eric, on this question, because I have been traveling a ton for this new job. And so just sitting there in the airport, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I've never done it before. I'm going to get this lounge access to Alaska Airlines lounges. And because Minneapolis doesn't have an Alaska lounge, I had to get the Plus membership because that gets you like the United ones or their partner lounges.
Okay.
Do either of you guys do lounge access?
no.
So
you
this
have
is very funny that you are bringing this up right now.
Okay.
Because I literally wrote about the Delta Sky Club access in my 6-pack this morning.
Oh, I didn't read it yet. Okay. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. We're on the same wavelength, maybe? I don't know. But
I don't think so, based on I don't think we are. Keep
Oh,
going.
okay. So here's the thing.
I'm guessing Bierman loves it.
Yes.
And Bill's like, what a waste of money.
Well,
yes.
so this is the thing, is that the lounges at SeaTac are phenomenal. Like so nice. So you go into these things, you're like, oh, it's roomy. You're not down there with the dregs of society at the gate. You're just
hey, that's I'm down there. What are you?
You're talking to a drag.
You're talking to me.
You are like highfalutin. You are living large. There's free cocktails. There's free food. It's phenomenal. Then I go into the one in Minneapolis, and it is the drabbest, tiniest little thing at gate. What is it? A1 or C1 in Terminal 1? I can't remember. Anyway, we fly into the same gate every single time. And so I'm just like, what have I done? I just spent $800 on this thing that I'll literally never want to go into in the Minneapolis airport, because it's just like
the Minneapolis
garbage.
airport is beautiful already. Like most of Minneapolis airport's nice. It's a clean, good, smooth airport, don't you think?
You know what? This is my purchase decision. I regret it. Maybe what I need to do is just go out and find the closest Delta lounge, because Eric's about to tell me why that's the move, is because it's just phenomenal. So,
or you could stop being such an elitist prick. What?
No, don't stop being.
Okay,
that.
wait. Here's one more
that.
thing before Eric says how great this is, because I haven't read the six pack. This morning, my buddy texts me and he's like, "Yeah, I'm flying to New Orleans," and I was like, "Oh, well, I'm at the airport too. I'm flying out to Minneapolis this morning." And what gate are you in? He's like, N12. I'm like, what? I'm in N14. Like, of all of the gates at SeaTac.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm up here in the lounge. Come up. And so with the lounge access, you can bring in a couple guests, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, so me and Chris are just chopping it up until he's got to,
you can bring
take a call.
in guests. That's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, pretty slick. So
anyway,
dude, Bierman, tell me what I'm about to get with Delta when I find the closest one.
No, it's
Terminal 1. Let's go.
Pat, Pat is right though. Years ago, I thought anybody who pays for that or has to go to a Sky Club type thing, come on, you're just a snob, you're pampered, whatever.
Total snob.
In fact, I titled the blurb on my six-pack Sky Club Snob ? Yup. I am. I can't live without it anymore, dude. Now that I have it, it's for all the reasons you cited with the ones in Seattle. It's roomy. You've got instant Wi-Fi. You don't have to worry about Wi-Fi. You've got comfortable chairs. You've got chargers everywhere, basically in every seat. You've got coffee. The food's decent. I mean, it's not great. The food is not great, but it's decent enough. Alcohol, free alcohol. I mean, everything you could possibly want when you're either just relaxing or working. I do a lot of work. I do a lot of work when I'm traveling for
So the food and drink is included.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, that's a game changer.
Come to the dark side, Pat.
I think
come on.
If it's just unlimited for the year for $800, I'll probably spend $800 in airports on food.
That's the thing.
Especially if I'm traveling with my family.
Yeah.
So I don't even, I get it through American Express. I have the reserve card, which is like a $600 annual fee for that. But you get so many additional perks, including Sky Club is one of them. But you get a free companion ticket, you get free bags. I mean, if you use Delta, it is absolutely worth looking into this card. Phenomenal. So
yeah, it's one of those things where it was like, oh, this is going to be nice because I'm traveling so much. And then I walk into this
especially if you have layovers. Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing is that, like, I hate being like late. If I'm scrambling to my gate or get through TSA or whatever, by the way, touchless TSA pre-check, money. So money. But
is that the clear? Is that the clear?
No, it's not clear. It's like it's a
touchless as in they don't touch you or pat you down or
there. Well, so here's the thing. In SeaTac and in Minneapolis, I have literally walked in for the last 5 weeks, not had one person in front of me in TSA pre-check. I walk right up to the front, go right to the guy, hand my thing. I look in the little camera, scans my eyes, through.
What is touchless? I've never heard of touchless TSA
Just check it
PreCheck.
out. Just go look it up. I
Okay.
mean, it's literally like a 5 minutes to go add this to your pre-check. It's sweet. It's sweet.
Okay. All
So
right. I'll look
yeah.
into it.
Anyway, the thing I was gonna say though is this actually encourages you to like get to the airport early. I mean, you might as well just get there, and then you can
Right.
just hang out, drink a couple drinks, have some food.
Well, it's funny. I don't
totally
know about
changes it.
yours. Yeah, no, it does. Delta, you can't go in
3 hours.
3 hours. That's what that's
Yeah.
what Delta's is. So that's
Same.
but that's
Yeah.
I get it. So
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, that was a very long answer to your question, Eric.
that
but
was, but so you regret it. You're regretting it kind of, but you're seeing some benefits.
it was instant regret when I saw the Minneapolis side, but I still think it's worth it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Seattle is just so nice. I mean, like, and it's in every turn,
Dude, it's
N
worth
gates,
it. I'm
S
telling
gates,
you,
C
it's
gates.
worth it.
Like they have
$800.
lounges everywhere. Yeah.
If you're traveling as much as you're traveling, dude, it's worth it. Yeah. So
Yeah. Anyway.
all right. Well, boys, no sports fan ever regrets a visit to cmansports.com. So head on over, check us out. We are stacked right now. Tons of MLB previews and college basketball coverage, all stuff to get you ready for opening day and for March Madness. Also, as we ask every week, please be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Every like, follow, and comment means a ton to us as we continue to grow, and we appreciate any help you can give us there. Guys, let's get into the opening. And today's going to be all about the Olympics. Yes, they sadly ended on Sunday. And I know we've talked about it a decent amount the last couple podcasts, but we're going to dedicate the opening today to looking back and giving some props to this great event. So I've got a few questions for each of you related to your thoughts about this year's Olympiad. But first, let's talk medals. So here are the top medal winners from the 2026 Winter Olympics. No big surprise to start with, as Norway had the most medals for the fourth Winter Games in a row, and they broke the record for most golds at a Winter Games with 18. They had 41 medals overall and finished first place among countries in golds and in total medals. So nice job,
Incredible.
Norway. Our awesome country of the United States of America came in second in both golds and total with 12 golds and 33 overall. Host country Italy tied with the Netherlands for third most gold medals with 10, but Italy also had 30 total medals. Netherlands only had 20, so they edged them in that. Germany and France rounded out the top 5. But here's a question, guys, that came to me as I was looking at the total medal counts. So, question for you. So, which country would you rather be between these two in terms of medals won? Okay. Country A had 8 gold and 18 medals overall. Country B had 5 gold, but 24 medals overall. Which one would you rather be if you're a statesman from that country?
I'd probably say more medals.
Yeah, me too.
More total medals. Me too. Yeah, that's exactly what I would go with. I mean, the gold are nice. By the way, country A was Sweden. They had 8 gold, 18 medals overall. The 8 gold tied for 5th most, by the way. So good job, Sweden. Country B, 5 gold, 24 medals overall was Japan. And they had a shitload of bronze, but they had 24 total medals. And that's pretty cool. Well, guys, as I've said here the last couple of weeks, we absolutely love the Olympics. 2026 Milano Cortina version certainly did disappoint. So to put a wrap on these games, a few questions for the three of us as we look back on this one, and we'll even look forward to some of the future Olympics here near the end of this segment. So here's my first question. What did you feel was the most underrated sport or event in this year's Olympics? So said another way, what was something you found yourself getting into that you did not expect to like as much as you did? So, Pat, why don't you lead us off on this one, and then I'll mix it up and we'll take turns starting off on the next few questions. What do you think on this one, Pat?
I think it's called like slope style or big air. There's two of them, slope style and big air. But essentially, it's people going down on skis or snowboards and hitting jumps with huge air, doing like 6 spins and turns.
Yeah.
And it's just the fact that, knowing that at some point in your career, if not multiple points during your career, you're going to probably break a femur, if not your whole face.
Yeah.
Like it's just insane, like how
Seriously.
you can commit to that. Like, I'm going to do this. And if I fail, I'm probably going to break something. Like that's a lot of
commitment.
Crazy. Yeah.
I'm going to break my face.
Yeah,
you're literally going to
those
break
guys
your
are
whole
crazy.
face.
I mean,
It is, dude. It's crazy.
Is that the one, Pat, that Eileen Gu was in?
She does that.
She won the gold or silvers or whatever she was winning. Yeah. For me, I got to admit it, guys. I got sucked into women's figure skating, which I just never. I don't really watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really watch, but there was just something about Alyssa Liu, the U.S. skater.
Yeah.
She was just awesome. There was just something about her. She was electric. So anyway, that was just really cool to see her interaction as well with the Japanese skaters. I thought it was cute. It was cool. It was just nice. I mean, they're rooting for each other, and I don't know. It seemed to me like the Olympic spirit definitely was shining through on that one. So that was mine.
Yeah, I thought about figure skating. It was probably top 3 for me in terms of ones that I don't typically watch, but really did enjoy this Olympics. But I'm going to go with short track speed skating. Guys, in the Summer Olympics, I love the running races. I love track. This is as close, to that as you can get around this really small track. And usually they're going around it many, many times. The whole point is just try to stay close to the lead guy. And then the last lap or two, they're just going full throttle crazy, which is just really fun to see.
It's a cool sport.
Yeah, I really got into that one. I watched a lot of that. Although I will say, and I don't know if you saw this, there was some controversy here. There were a ton of slips on the ice by these skaters this year, and lots of complaints that the ice was, quote, warmer than it should be by at least 1 degree, which is a big problem because the warmer ice is much better suited for figure skating than speed skating.
It's softer.
And it's softer. And it was causing a lot of issues. And the first day I watched it, I was like, what is going on with this woman? It was American Corrine Stoddard. Yeah. She slipped like 3 times in 3 separate races. And I'm like, I thought it was her skates or something, or something was wrong with her, but it turns out it was the ice. But she didn't win any individual or team medals because she just could not stay up on the ice. Days later, Poland's Kamila Celier, I think I'm pronouncing it right, had to be taken out on a stretcher after getting cut above her left eye by another skater's blade during the women's 1500. There was a slip and a crash. It involved actually Team USA's Kristen Santos Griswold, who was later penalized for an illegal pass for it. So I don't know, just some controversy there, but I did really enjoy watching that because it's just so quick and so fast. All right, number 2, guys, and Bill, I'm going to have you start this one off. Okay. If you had to compete in one Olympic event, what would you choose? So, one, you can either think of it as which one do you think you'd be best at, or which one do you think you'd enjoy the most? Now, if you say curling, you have to give me a second choice too, because I think curling is an easy out.
No, I'm leaving that to Todd Hamernowski. Todd Hamernowski. I'm leaving that to Todd Hamernowski. This is ice hockey, no doubt. So in college, when I got to UW, I skated for the UW ice hockey club team my freshman year and never saw a single minute of a game. I was terrible. I was a good skater, but I'd never played ice hockey before. The skill of these guys and that game between Canada and the U.S. Sunday, yesterday as we record, off the charts. I mean, just like elite athleticism and competition at the highest level, national team sports. I love these tournaments. Ice hockey. Just, for me, easy.
I've never been able to skate, so I can't say ice hockey, but I mean, I'm envious that you know how to skate and that you could even play hockey. That would certainly be my choice.
Not anymore, to be clear. Yeah. If I got out there now, I'd be rough for a while, but It's just incredible to me. They're absolutely nuts. I mean, that game, you guys,
It was
and
crazy.
I will get to it later, I'm sure.
Yeah, I got some hot takes on it too.
We'll definitely get to that. Well, curling would be my first choice, and I know I would be awesome. Like guys, I don't like to brag, but I won our neighborhood bocce ball tournament last summer, and it's basically the same thing. So I would do awesome
close
at it, and but I'm gonna go with something that might be a little bit more challenging for me. And let's just be clear on all this. I would have no chance at any of these sports, but I am probably maybe a little slightly above average skier. So I'm going to go with downhill skiing. If I'm going to train hard and try to have a chance at any of these, it has to be skiing. And of the different events, I'd have to go with the full speed ones. I don't like doing the tricks. I don't like massive turns and stuff. I just want to go fast. So I'd either do just straight downhill, which has speeds of like 80 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So I'm probably, or maybe Super G, which has a little bit more technical skill, a few more turns, but is still really fast. Again, let's be clear. I would die trying any of these, but I'd probably last the longest with the skiing option. So that's what we're going to go with. Pat, what about you?
Yeah, I think currently the only one I could do is curling physically, but if that wasn't a problem, I would do moguls. I would do the moguls where you go down some bumps, then you go off a jump, then you go down some more bumps. See, there's 2 jumps.
I
and then
can
the finish.
see you doing that.
I like that one.
I can see you doing them. I don't like moguls. It's not I can do them, but they're not my favorite. Too hard on the knees, but I can see you doing that.
Well, and a lot of times you go to hills and they're just iced over and they're in terrible shape.
Brutal on the knees.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you guys see that one? Real quick. Did you see that one where the guy flips, ends up turning around backwards, finishes the race backwards? The moguls?
Yeah.
I mean, it was it was just 2 guys going as fast as they could straight down the mountain. Literally just bump, and he goes off the last jump. He loses control. He turns around and wins the race, skiing backwards for the last 50 feet. It was unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable. Anyways, go ahead, Bierman. Question number 3.
All right, I'm going to go question 3, and I'll start this one off. So this question is, what is one event you are just 100% out on? Something you think is just flat out stupid and should be removed from the Olympics. So, guys, there were 4 that I could have chosen.
I bet we have a 2, Pat.
Yeah, but I don't think so. I'm going to be surprised if you pick this one. Maybe. I'm actually staying on the slopes. Guys, I do not like ski jumping. I'm not talking about the tricks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about
where they fly through
going
the air.
off. Yeah. It's so boring. I mean,
did you hear that some of them were doing the penis pump to make their members bigger so they could get more drag? Or did you hear this controversy?
No.
They're all pumping it up. They're all pumping it up.
What?
Yeah, so that it creates more space, and then the wind, it's more aerodynamic.
Wow.
Dude, that's fantastic. Wow, that's fantastic. I mean, no, I've not heard that, but they start out really high, they get airborne, but then they just glide for a few seconds and then land. And I never know if it was a good jump or a bad jump. It's just, it's so boring, dude. I don't know. I mean, really, other than the agony of defeat, famous opening on the Wide World of Sports where the guy falls over the cliff instead of jumping it. So basically a disaster. When was another time you truly talked about ski jumping? Nobody gives a shit about ski jumping. You know why? Because it sucks and it's stupid. That's why. All right. So it needs to be removed from the Olympics.
Nice.
Pat, what about you?
Double skeleton. Laying on top of another dude in spandex
Is that what
outfit.
Yeah, that is kind of dumb.
And then trying to 2 things. One, trying to make eye contact with them later when you're talking about anything. And then, or what happens if all of a sudden I like it? Then what?
Yeah. It's
So, yeah, double skeleton, I'm out. I don't wanna know.
I actually so I that's a two-pat, but I'm adding on every single bobsled, or I guess now they call it bobsleigh. I think that's the thing
Yeah,
now.
which
Okay.
what is up with
We
that?
gotta call it bobsleigh. I mean,
Why
it
are they
makes no
calling
sense.
it bobsleigh and not
It
bobsled? That
it
is
is
stupid.
the dumbest sport where you just rocket this huge sled down this ice chute.
Yeah,
It makes
I
no
almost
sense.
said
Uh,
I almost said all of those
yeah,
as well.
all
Yeah,
of them.
they're all dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, question 4. What was your favorite USA gold medal from these games? So, said a little differently, if you had to give every other gold back, which one would you make sure the US kept? Which one are you happiest US won? Pat, what do you got on this one?
I think hockey, both men's and women.
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm.
Yeah.
Same.
I think it's gonna be a 3, Pat.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great start to the game, hitting early. I don't know if you remember, and it was so fast. You remember last year, Canada USA fights at the Four
Yeah.
Oh
Nations
yeah.
Cup,
Yeah.
like as
Yeah.
soon as so there's some bad blood there, and
Oh, yeah.
it was a great start. The goal by Boldy was fantastic. The one with the excellent puck control, where he's tapping it up in the air to
Oh,
himself
crazy.
and splitting
Yeah.
the two guys. Minnesota Wild product. I might have
Yeah.
to start watching the Wild again. I've taken a couple of years off. It's been hard for me. But the other thing I thought was first time I had a really good look at this Macklin Celebrini, the San Jose Sharks player. He
Yeah.
played for Canada. He is quick with the puck and he is quick to the puck. He's like a younger version of McDavid. He's pretty talented. That's the first time I really got to look at him. He's really good. I liked Kenny Albert. I thought Kenny Albert did a nice job on the call. I do miss the days of Doc Emmerich. He was really good, but I thought Kenny Albert did a good job. Other than that, yeah, I mean, Canada took control of that game starting in the second, right?
Yeah.
And I thought the refs did a pretty good job of swallowing the whistles. They missed a couple of calls, but I heard someone say that if that overtime is 5-on-5, USA loses. And I totally agree because Canada had all the momentum. But as soon as you open that up to 3-on-3, it's a whole different ball
I
game.
couldn't agree more,
There's so
dude.
much
Yep.
space. Anything can happen. So yeah, fantastic game.
Yeah.
And the Hughes brothers were great, and Hellebuck in net was solid. So it's fun to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
It's just one of my favorite games in recent memory. It was just such a great sporting event. So kudos to Canada. Honestly, kudos to Canada.
Yeah.
Because without that heated rivalry and the level of talent that they brought to the game, it's not as exciting. I mean, it was just, but I agree. I think 5-on-5, USA probably lose. In fact, if not for Connor Hellebuck's amazing paddle save behind him and a couple other freakish things, I mean, that game could have been 4-1 Canada, 3-1, 4-1 Canada. So yeah, just awesome. Eric, go ahead though. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have a few things to say here. First of all, just watching this game with Mackenzie, Brady, and Cooper was so cool. The only thing I kept thinking about this as we were watching it, and then certainly as it ended, and this goes way back. And Bill, I think you might even like this analogy, but I remember having very similar feelings to watching the 1999 Women's World Cup final when the U.S. won in penalty kicks. That was when Brady Chastain scored the final PK and then took off her shirt. I remember watching that at a golf outing with my entire extended family, and we just all went crazy and had similar feelings watching it with my kids yesterday. So much country pride and cool storylines. Jack Hughes having 2 chipped teeth, doing the high stick earlier, scoring the golden goal. Connor Hellebuck was just incredible with 41 stops. I mean, unreal. It was awesome to see Mike Ruzioni provide some analysis throughout too on TV. I liked that. I would have lost a bet on this one, guys. I can't believe that the last time the U.S. won gold in men's hockey was that 1982.
I know.
Like I did not know that. That is crazy. And I didn't know this. They had never won gold in this event off of American soil before Sunday. Their other golds were always in America. So that was cool. But I got to give love to the women's team too, guys. They beat Canada also in OT 2-1. And that might have been even more dramatic because they had tied up late in the third to even force overtime. Hillary Knight, just, God, I love her. And just, she is incredible. Scored that goal. Then Megan Keller scored the golden goal in OT.
Amazing goal.
Does a
too.
great pass
Yeah.
by Heisey.
Yes,
pass.
great pass by
full
Heisey.
length,
Yes.
full length pass.
Saw
so
them
sweet.
on a
Yeah.
change.
It
Just,
was,
yeah,
I mean,
dime.
I mean, that's all we would be talking about. I feel like if the men's had lost, I mean, the men's game, you know, just because it's a little more recent, I think overshadowed it. But I'm trying to give the women so much love because that game shouldn't be overshadowed. It was awesome.
incredible.
And the
Incredible.
women, guys, that gave the women their third gold medal in this event and their 8th straight medal dating back to 1998. Since that time, they've had 3 gold, 4 silver, and 1 bronze in that stretch.
Dominant.
So, I mean, seriously, dominant.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome. And I'm so proud to be an American with that. I really am.
Yeah. It was cool. I loved Jack Hughes' interview after the game, like all of the patriotism and
God,
all
he was
this.
good, yeah.
I just loved it. But you guys, I got to show you this because this is so nuts. Okay, if you're listening to this, I'll try to describe it. What I'm about to show Eric and Pat, see if it comes through on my webcam. You probably can't see this, but yesterday, in honor of the gold medal for the women and the men, I decided to watch Miracle for the first time.
Oh my God, you finally watched it.
Finally watched it. Okay.
Okay.
In this picture I'm showing you guys, I'm watching this movie, and Craig Patrick, the assistant coach to Herb Brooks, is scribbling a name off of the list. You guys probably can't read
Hughes?
it. Jack Hughes. He scribbles Jack Hughes. 46 years to the day of Lake Placid beating the Soviets.
Shut up.
Bill Sanders decides to watch Miracle just because everybody's giving me shit. How do you not watch this movie? My son, both my sons love this movie. They're like, you got to watch this movie.
You got
watch
an opportunity.
And he's freaking scribbles off a name Jack Hughes on this list after he scores the game-winning goal in the freaking real hockey game at the time. I mean, I'm just like, my brain was exploding. And then my buddy Jeff Heil from out here in Minneapolis is like, yeah, Jack Hughes, he played for Harvard, really great player, didn't make the 80 Olympic team. But just like,
dude,
how crazy is that, guys? How crazy is that?
So crazy. So it was funny yesterday. Cooper was like, who scored the goal? Who scored the goal? And I was, of course, trying to be hilarious. And I was like, it doesn't matter, Cooper. The name on the front is a hell of a lot more important than the one on the back.
Yes.
That was very funny. He wanted to know who the hell scored it. It was Jack Hughes. That's crazy, dude. So what'd you think of the movie?
Nuts. Oh, it was great. It was great. I watched the documentary. I think I mentioned to you guys last podcast. They had I don't remember what it's called. It's on Netflix. Phenomenal documentary. And so much of the movie was almost a rehash of the documentary that I had just watched, which was kind of interesting because normally it probably would have been the reverse. But yeah, just a really cool story. I was stunned by Herb Brooks and his relationship with his players. Like, as a coach for a lot of my life, to see his treatment of the players was shocking to me, just because I'd always thought gold medal, they're, greatest Olympic hockey team of all time. And then to see him just absolutely be such a dickhead to his players, but with a purpose. And it obviously worked, right? It obviously worked. So kudos to Herb. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But I also just
I do see that. Yeah. I think we said this last week. Like, your job as a coach is not to be their friend. But I see that a lot. Yeah.
Just such a cool story. What an amazing cap to the Olympics.
So, what was your favorite moment or athlete from this year's games? And beyond, I'm sure the gold medal of the U.S. hockey team we just talked about there, but anything additional?
I went with Michaela Schifrin. I thought, I thought
awesome.
she gave good interviews, legendary performance. She's obviously better than everyone else out there. And I like how they did a pretty good analysis. They almost, I don't know what, because I think it's called dart fish, where you can like impose a person next to another person on a, computer, and you can see just exactly where they're gaining time and losing time. And you could tell, like, she's, and overall, I just thought she's a good interview too. So
Agreed.
All right, Bill, lead us off on this one. What irritated you the most about anything related to the Olympics this year?
So I want to. This is going to be a little delicate, but Pat was just kind of mentioning Michaela Schifrin and her interviews, and I'm going to just say I don't mind Eileen Gu representing China. Like people that freak out about these athletes deciding she lives in the United States, right? I brought this up at the beginning of the Olympics. I was like, man, this girl's getting a lot of flack. Her family is from China. It's like, I don't know. So this whole thing, and I'm going to cap it off by, I just said it, Jack Hughes' interview after the men's hockey team won, I thought was awesome. It's like, he talked about the brotherhood of hockey. He talked about how proud he was to be an American. He talked about all of the things, right? And that's great. But I just wish people would not wrap patriotism up so black and white.
Totally agree. Yeah.
With you're anti-American if you're going to speak out about something that's happening in the country that you don't agree with. That's the part of being American, is that you get to do that. So without getting too political, I just want to say, like, the part that bugs me is when people rake these kids over the coals. And I don't know how many times Kirk Herbstreit has to come out with a tweet that says Jack Hughes, American hero, the patriot that we all need. That's
like,
that's
come on.
Yes, that can be
kids,
true.
They're just kids playing hockey. It's like,
and it can
you don't
be
need
true
to dump that on them. Yep.
Yes, and it's like, if you're not happy with everything that's happening in the United States, it's okay to say that. You can still be an American. You can still be proud to be an American. So that part of the Olympics just rubs me wrong. Anyway, so that's it. I'll leave it at that. I just thought super cool to see it represented with people hand over heart singing the national anthem at the top of their lungs. Love it. If you're not feeling that in the moment and you're frustrated, that's okay, you guys. It's okay. So that's my little rant on my annoying part of the Olympics.
Nice. Yeah. Let's make sure when we do this that we sound really annoyed too.
What about you, Pat?
Man, let me tell you, these stupid ski jumpers, Eric, they, like you were saying earlier, ski jumping. They get 3 jumps, right? They get 3 jumps and they take the best 2. And it was snowing so hard that they just canceled the last jump and said, we will use the first 2 and that's it. Like, these kids train all year for 4 years and you can just say, yeah, like, you can't just say, let's come back tomorrow. Does someone have the jump rented tomorrow that you can't, like, get in there? Like, how is this, like, it's so dumb. Like, just come back the next day if it's skiing too much, but you can't, like, be like, oh yeah, you don't get a 3rd jump. Like, so I only jumped 2 times. I trained for 4 years to jump twice. Yeah. It just seemed like it was so dumb. Like, it seemed lazy was what it was. But did I sound annoyed enough?
Yeah, no, you sounded annoyed.
I totally agree.
No, that was good.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Good.
That sucked.
So annoyed.
So, I have 2 actually. One's really quick because either Pat or Bill, one of you mentioned this last week. But the more I thought about this, it really irritates me. What was up with that guy telling his girlfriend that he cheated on her on national TV after winning America? I mean,
I forgot about that guy.
It really irritates me because, one, it's just so dumb of that guy to do it, but it's not respectful at all to the woman he cheated on or the woman he cheated with. Honestly,
so bad.
It's just irritating. It's dumb. And then this isn't so much about the Olympics themselves, but more the broadcasting. Having some on NBC and some on Peacock, okay, fine. I get it, whatever. I mean, it irritates me a little since Peacock's extra money, but we had it anyway. We subscribed to it. I actually liked all the choices you had over there. You could watch a lot, pretty much pick what you wanted to watch. So that's cool. But this irritated me so much, guys. I mean, that I'm a curling aficionado and I pretty much know more about it than anybody else in this country. So I was watching a curling event, okay? I paused it and I left for 2 hours, actually, to do this podcast last week. And I returned wanting to watch the end of it.
I know.
They didn't let
So
you.
I watched 20 more minutes of it, and they're like, okay, well, we're going to go to this event to watch the conclusion of this. Just head on over to Peacock, and you can watch the rest of it.
That's hard.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I mean, if you're going to start an event on NBC, keep it going on NBC. Don't switch over to Peacock halfway through. So, yeah, Bierman was not happy with that one. And then, all right, finally, guys, we'll close with this. So I'm going to run through the next few Olympic host sites, and I want to know which one of these, if any, would be your first choice to attend. And first, before we get into that, would you ever want to go to an Olympics?
No.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. See, I would.
I'd like to stay in the Olympic Village.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, dude. I'll bring the condoms too. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
God. So Bill, you have no interest in that?
It's nice to watch on television. I don't know.
I don't know. I just had some friends that went and they loved it. They
Really?
to this one, and they, I don't think you go all 2 weeks, but I think you get, they went 5-6 days, and I'd love to go. So would you? All right. Here are the upcoming sites: 2028 LA in the summer, 2030 French Alps, 2032 Brisbane, Australia summer, 2034 back in Salt Lake City for the winter. And then 2036, it's not decided yet, but there's bids in Qatar, Indonesia, India, Turkey, and Chile. So of those, where would you? Yeah, I don't think I'd go to any of those 5. But are there any of those you would pick to want to go to? Summer, winter, and which location? Pat?
I'm a winter Olympic guy, so I would go 2030 French Alps, and just to go to France.
Awesome.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, let's go together, dude. Let's go,
Let's
man.
do
Me and you,
this.
because that's my pick too. That's my pick.
Yeah.
If I'm going,
just you and I, or is Bill staying home?
Yeah,
Should
Bill.
we keep
It's
Bill?
up to you.
Bill doesn't want to go. He said,
I'd go to the French Alps.
He's a hater.
He
France.
said
No,
that.
you already said it. You already
The
said
Olympics
it.
are
He's
good
out.
enough for him. Yeah.
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 I'd be in Brisbane watching that Australian breakdancer.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm seriously considering going to the one in the French Alps. We'll see if it actually happens, but I would love to go to a Winter Olympics. And if I'm going, cool. I'm not going to the US. I don't want to go to the Olympics in the US. It's just
LA.
I don't know. Ugh. Yeah, LA or even Salt Lake. It's not the same. I want to go to another country. Salt Lake sucks.
It does. It's terrible. Have you guys been?
Bill doesn't get too salty.
What a terrible city.
All of our Salt Lake listeners have now stopped, unsubscribed. They've unsubscribed.
The Mormons hate us.
The Mormon contingent is out on Sandman Sports. They were already out.
Yeah,
Salt Lake City sucks. I don't know if you guys have never been there. It's lame. It's a terrible city. Terrible.
Wow. I mean, dude, this
terrible.
is like a strong take from you. Wow. All right. We hate Salt Lake. Sorry, Salt Lake. You suck, apparently. Mm-hmm. Sandman hates Salt Lake.
That's an early hot take for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, it is super sad that the 2026 Olympics are over, but such a great event. I'm glad we got to watch it, talk a lot about it here. Now we get to look forward to the 2028 Summer Olympics in LA, which I'm sure will be here before we know it. But it is now time to get into the rest of the show. In just a moment, we'll do this week's version to Be My Guest. Then it's time for our hot takes, then Stone Cold Locks, and we'll finish with our top 5, which will be all about old people. So that should be fun. And of course, we'll have plenty of fun and shenanigans along the way, including Pat's annual ranking of his favorite shapes. And spoiler alert, the isosceles triangle has a real shot at making his number 1 this year. All right, guys, it is time for America's favorite pseudo sports trivia guessing game on a podcast featuring 2 bald guys and a guy named Pat. You know what that means. It is time for Be My Guest. Well, Pat lost another heartbreaker last week.
Yeah.
And he's already in an early 2-0 deficit. But, Pat, we're going to baseball this week. I have a sneaky feeling that Pat could surprise here.
Okay. Minnesota Twins baseball trivia.
Yeah.
The Twins could be an answer.
Lou Piniella.
All right. Yeah. All right. With
I'll never live it down.
All right. So here's what I want to know. Since 1998, when MLB expanded to 30 teams, which teams have the most postseason wins and which have the least postseason wins? And when I say wins, I mean games won. Okay? Games won. So top 5 most postseason games won since 1998, top 5 least. And every team has won at least one game, just letting you know that. Okay, so there's no teams that haven't made the playoffs or haven't won any games. So, okay, you get 1 point for a correct guess, -1 for a wrong guess. And you can guess either one at any time.
Okay.
All right, Pat, you get to go first.
Let's go with the Yankees.
Thank God you went with that. They are yeah, that's a layup. They are number one. They are number one by a lot.
Yeah.
They are they have 116 wins. I mean, that is a lot.
116?
116 wins in what, 28 years?
That's incredible.
That's incredible.
That's annoying. It's really annoying.
It is a little annoying. All right, Pat, good job. All right, Pat's on the board.
I'm on it.
Pat's on the board. All right, I have 2. I mean, the Yankees. Yeah, that was a great one right off the bat. I have 2 in my head. I'm going to go with the closest to me: Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yes. All right.
Nice.
All right. Oakland A's as lowest.
They're
tired.
They're close to lowest, but
That's a good guess.
They missed it by a couple. That's all right. That's all right.
Since 98 throws a little wrinkle in there, doesn't it? It's kind of recency bias takes it out. Red Sox?
Yeah, baby.
Sox. He gets a point. Red Sox were tied for 4th. So
Okay.
we got 1, 2, and 4 so far.
Okay.
All right, Bill.
I'm going to go into the cellar and try the Angels.
Failed.
They had one good run. I think it was 06.
That's a good guess. Another good guess.
No, they're kind of like middle of the pack.
They're middle of the pack. Astros.
No, I fucking hate Bill sometimes.
He is
Bill.
a dick.
Bill is a dick. Bill got number 3. The Astros.
Yes, that one hurts because I'm a Mariner fan. Just those freaking cheaters. All right. So we have one on the high end still.
Yeah,
one on the high end, right?
I'm gonna sit with the cellar dwellers. The Marlins.
I said no.
Dude, they are 6th.
Oh,
bottom 5.
Was that when did they win the World Series? Was it right around like
03 or something?
Yeah,
they won it in 97
late 90s?
before, but no, they won in 97, which was before, but then they won it again in like 03. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm feeling a little stumped on the high one here. All right, I don't like it, but I'm gonna say the Phillies.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
Dang it! That was I stole mine.
No.
I mean, good thing you stole it, though.
Yeah. Dang it.
Nice.
Come on, Paston. Where were they? Bierman, do you have the ranks? Like, where were they? Were they in the middle of the pack?
The Phillies were, they were close. They were 6, 7, 8. They were 8th.
Okay. All right. So close, but not shoot. All right. I didn't love that guess.
How about the Mets?
You lose.
The Mets are 10th. So no.
Okay. Damn it. I like this high and low end. This question.
Is killing me.
Good question. All right, maybe I should try the low end because I'm not feeling strong about any of the others.
For the record, I'm shocked that you haven't gotten the last high end. It would have been my number 1 guess. Like, I'm not saying it
really?
I would. No, the Yankees would have been my number 1 guess. They would have been my number 2.
There's an obvious one in there that we're missing, Pat.
Yeah, I'm seeing
Cardinals.
a bunch of crappy
Yes.
ones.
Cardinals.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's the Cardinals.
Yeah.
It's the
All
Cardinals.
right.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
All right, so all cellar dwellers now, right?
Yeah. So now
Yeah.
it's the shit. Now it's the shit.
I almost said Braves. That was the only other one that I was.
They were
like,
7. They were
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
The Royals.
Ooh, good one.
I mean, dude, your guesses are good, but they're no.
Wow.
not the Royals.
Really?
When
Really?
did the Royals make the playoffs?
They
I don't
well, they
think
won. They fucking won a World
Oh,
Series, dude.
I know one.
Oh,
I've got an
shit.
obvious one. The Pirates.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Dude, the fact that none of you have guessed the Pirates
Ugh.
right now is kind of embarrassing.
Come on. I've only missed one so far.
Well, I know.
How about
it's
the
embarrassing.
lowly Cincinnati Reds?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Reds were my other.
This was
low ball.
a hard one for me to give to you guys because the Reds are dead last.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
Pittsburgh Pirates have more
Have more
wins
wins?
in the playoffs than the Cincinnati Reds have
Jeez.
2 wins in 20 a year, 2 playoff wins. The Pirates have 3. They're both terrible, but yeah.
Wow.
Good job, Pat. Good job, Pat.
Rockies.
Colorado
Nice
Rockies.
job.
The Rockies are correct. They are tied for bottom 5 with 9.
Okay.
Dude,
How many
Bill
we
is
left? How many do we
disgustingly
have?
good at this game.
Yeah,
I literally am
shit.
starting
I
to
should
not
be on
like
a
Bill.
sports trivia show at some point in my life.
You really should.
I'm
you have
terrible.
you have
Stump the Schwab.
2 left. You have 2 left. You
2
each
left.
get one
Okay.
more guess.
Okay.
You each
Okay.
get one more
All right,
guess.
give me the
and
Tampa
then-
Bay Rays. Give me the Tampa Bay Rays.
Sorry. Sorry.
No.
I would have
Sorry.
thought, yeah.
This game's stupid and I hate you both.
Oh. Okay, I don't love this guess, but they've been so bad.
He's gonna get it
at
right.
times.
He's gonna get it right, dude. It doesn't
White
matter.
Sox.
Gross.
No, they were
had
close.
06,
though.
they won it.
They were
I was going to say the
close.
Diamondbacks.
I mean,
maybe.
but still,
The
like, I
Arizona
knew they had a
Diamondbacks?
couple years, but that's only like,
So wait, actually, I think we have we had three. You guys can each have one more guess. We have 3 left, and then this
Diamondbacks.
where-
Diamondbacks is wrong. No.
Yeah, they had the
Jeez.
Randy
They had
Johnson
a
Schilling.
Diamondbacks are actually Diamondbacks and Rays are tied for. They have 28 wins, which isn't bad.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I feel like, Pat, there's got to be one obvious one. It's not the Brewers. Can't be the Brewers.
The Nationals. The Washington Nationals.
I thought Nationals. Give Pat. Pat can have that.
Strasburg, although the Strasburg years.
No, it's not the Nationals.
Not National. Okay, Pat. That wasn't Pat's guess.
Dude,
It's
No, Pat already guessed. So
we've
it's
said
your
all the
guess.
crappy teams.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna just tell you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
not
Bill.
Padres.
Bill.
Yeah.
Bill. You did great, but
Mariners.
I'm gonna tell you what I always tell my kids: go with your first instinct. You wanted to say the Twins. Why did you not say the Twins?
Oh, you never
The
said
tw-
the Twins. I
I
thought you
didn't.
said the
Did I not
Twins.
guess them? Shoot.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you never guessed them.
I mean, they
You
lost.
talked yourself out of it.
They
The
lost
Twins
like
only have
18
9
straight
wins.
games or something
Twins are tied for bottom 5 with the Colorado Rockies.
like that. Oh, that's gross.
Dude.
And then this one, I don't think I would have guessed this one. They're terrible, but I don't think I would have guessed the Baltimore Orioles. They only have
Okay.
6 wins. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought just because the AL East is so good too,
Yeah.
that's hard for them to get there.
Uh-huh.
Great freaking question, Dearman. That's
Well, thank
God,
you. Thank you. Thank you.
I love this.
Thank
I
you,
love
buddy.
this game. So
I,
fun.
Oh,
well,
it's
I
so
know
fun.
you do because yeah.
No, it's fun.
don't
I
think-
do like the game. I do like the game. I'm not. I wish I had
Yeah.
better brain.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe I'll let you ask one, Pat.
And you two
Yeah.
go head to head. I think that would be great. I'd love to see it.
Give Pat Decky the like tennis trivia or something. Like go
Yes.
to his wheelhouse.
Tennis
go to his
players.
wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it is now time for Sandman Sports Hot Takes brought to you by Double Take Salsa. Double Take, gentlemen, is not your average salsa. It is craft salsa and hot sauce made with fresh, high quality ingredients and built on the philosophy of flavor first, heat second. Every jar is packed with bold flavor that keeps you dipping. Then comes the heat that makes you do exactly what the name promises, a double take. If you love salsa or consider yourself an aficionado, you must try this product. Discover why Double Take is the best craft salsa at doubletakesalsa.com and check them out on Facebook and Instagram. All right, Pat.
So good.
Start us off, buddy.
It's time for mild takes.
Mild takes.
Mild takes brought to you
From
by
Pat Necky.
Packlet.
All right. First of all, why do golfers take off their hats, rub their hands through their sweaty hair, and then shake hands?
It's bizarre.
I don't know have we talked about this before? I get it's a gentleman's game and
No.
you should shake your competitor's hand, but why take the hat off? Like, who started it? Why are we doing this? Is it disrespectful to not take your hat off?
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's it's like a
just shake.
respect thing.
You can shake hands with a hat on. It's not like that doesn't mean like you're irreverent.
I'm with you.
I don't know, but it's just every time I see guys do it, it's just go right through the sweat matted hair and then go right to the handshake. It's disgusting. But yeah, just sharing the funk that's been building up on my head all match long. This one's for you. That tournament this weekend was awesome. Bridgman, amazing putting. For a course where all the guys are trying to drip it in the hole as far as holing speed, he was not afraid to throw darts at it and go 4 feet long if he misses, because he did not miss a comeback coming back. He knows he's 100% from inside 4 feet, so he just went right at it. And I thought that, I mean, it was close. I sprinkled a little money on Rory to win it on Thursday because Rory looked awesome, and I was like, "There's no way Rory's gonna lose this. He's just on fire, and he looks so confident." And at Bridgman, I don't know, man. He snuck in there, and I don't know if you saw that putt on 18. Rory drains it from just off the green, and this kid has to just not 3-putt, and he hadn't had a 3-putt like all tournament, and he almost did it. It was close.
It was so short on his first putt.
Yeah, he said he was nervous, but great tournament. Again, golf is not disappointed until this coming week when you get a tournament with a way weaker field, the Cognizant. But other than that, finally, great sports weekend all around. You got some awesome basketball games as well. Starting to get into basketball now that this is like it's like a cram session before a test in high school. Don't watch basketball all year till now, but what a great weekend of basketball. You got the Arizona-Houston game where Arizona beat Houston. I watched a little bit of that one, and then you got the Duke-Michigan basketball game on Saturday, which was top notch. This is where I usually pick a team to root for. Might be leaning Michigan, even though they lost to Duke. I like Yaxel Lendeborg. He's got an NBA body, and Coach Dusty May, great coaching demeanor. Throwing a total gangly Eastern European looking kid with Mara. I mean, that's my favorite. That's a team I can get behind. I mean, Cameron Boozer for Duke. He's a dude. He's unbelievable. His brother's sneaky good too. So Duke definitely is a good team, but I don't know. Sneaky Michigan's got some players. They got a lot of what would you call those, like auxiliary players or players who aren't like featured that can step up. Complimentary players. Yeah, that's it. So I don't know. Your Michigan squad, Bierman.
Yeah,
they're a fun
got
team
a little money
to get behind.
I do have some money on them. I'm feeling good about it, even though
I think that's a great play.
Yeah. How about you guys?
Well, you just nailed my list. I mean, Genesis, just love I love Riviera. So many fun holes. That par 4 10th is just riveting every year.
So crazy. Yeah.
Jacob Bridgman was so awesome, and Pat even mentions the hat. He's talking about the hand through the hair, but he was so, you could tell after he made that putt and won the tournament, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do with himself. So he was walking towards Rory, and he forgets to take his hat off. And then he takes it off at the very last second and is like kind of going in as this like man hug. Are we shaking hands? Like it was, and you could just tell, I mean, he just didn't know what to do with himself. But I just thought it was such a cool moment.
That's cool.
Yeah, such a cool moment.
And Adam Scott was awesome too. I don't know if you saw Adam Scott.
I mean,
he was
just
great.
Adam Scott, just that guy is timeless. Timeless. So super cool. And then you mentioned the 2 basketball games, and I mean, I just thought Michigan lost the game, but that to me, they look so good, and they're just fun. It's fun to see these really good college basketball games. That Flemings kid for Houston too, ridiculous. He's so good.
So good. Yeah.
So good. So fun too. I just love that kid. I love good point guard play. Super athletic. The guy's awesome. And then the last one I have is really fun to see the MLS back in action this week. Can't wait for all the soccer content on the pod moving forward. Just the segments, the coverage, phenomenal. So Sounders dominant last night. Love it. Bierman, how about you?
Can't wait.
Yep.
Well, guys, you both know I went to Miami of Ohio, and yes, their basketball team's having a year for the ages, but that's not what I'm going to talk about today. Miami is in the MAC, and I love the Mid-American Conference, even though, frankly, they've not been traditionally good at sports compared to other Group of Five conferences. I've slammed them for that before here, even, especially in football. But the thing I've liked about the MAC is they've usually stayed geographically in line with the Midwest. And 2 years ago, the furthest west team they had was Northern Illinois, and the furthest east was Buffalo. And the large majority of their teams were in either Ohio or Michigan. And that is how these conferences should all be, in my opinion, especially these smaller ones where finances are limited, big travel budgets are scarce. It just doesn't make sense to be too spread out. In 2025, they welcomed back UMass, which is fine, I suppose, even though further east than I would like. And in January, it was confirmed Northern Illinois would be leaving the MAC for the Mountain West, which is also fine. I've never really liked Northern Illinois in the MAC for some reason. But last week, guys, it takes the cake for me, and it just really pisses me off about everything going on in college football. Did you hear who the MAC just admitted as a football-only school? Yeah. Yeah, well, the MAC now joins the ACC and the Big Ten in stretching from the East to the West Coast, starting in fall of 2026. The Sacramento State Hornets will be making the leap up from FCS to FBS and joining the MAC. They will pay $23 million to do this. They agree to pay all travel fees for teams visiting them when playing football, all MAC teams, and will not take a dime of MAC revenue money for the entire deal, which is currently 5 years. So why are they doing this?
Yeah.
Because conference affiliation is everything these days. Teams are so afraid of getting left behind. And Sac State views this as an investment in their future, not just a huge outlay of money. I get the reasons on both sides for the most part. I do. Sacramento State, they want to be a player in FBS football. They have to start somewhere. Why not the MAC, which has been around 80 years, and it honestly is one of the most stable conferences in the country. So that's good. It isn't one of the big boy conferences, but it definitely elevates Sacramento State's visibility as a football program as they enter FBS. And the MAC, they get the West Coast foothold. They get different TV markets, more fans, viewers from a new part of the country, and there's no financial risk or downside to the MAC. So that's fine. But it's just so stupid. I cannot believe that MAC teams, Miami of Ohio is going to be traveling to Sacramento State for a conference football game.
Bizarre.
It just drives me. I miss the old conferences so much of where you had 8 to 12 teams all within 400 or 500 miles of one another. Oh my God. So I guess, welcome to the MAC, Sacramento State. I can't wait to go see them visit Yager Stadium in October and take on my Red Hawks. I should probably get my tickets now.
Did you say Jaeger?
It's going to be a
Jaeger bombs?
As in
Jaeger
Jägermeister, yeah. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then, boys, I am rarely glued to regular season college basketball games, but between my two teams this year, Miami, who are trying to be one of only 6 teams to finish the regular season undefeated in the past 50 years, and my Michigan Wolverines, who have looked like the best team in the country for most of the season. I've watched more regular season college hoops this year than I probably have in the last 2 to 3 decades. And that includes watching almost every minute of the Michigan Duke game that you guys referenced earlier. which was just cool to see a non-conference game between a number 1 and 3 team like that. I would not be surprised at all if these two teams met again in the Natty in April. We watched it from the airport. We watched it on the plane, and Michigan fell 5 points short. Duke, very well could end up being the overall number 1 seed now, but I think both teams are fantastic. And I still would put, as you mentioned, Pat, I'd still put money on Michigan winning it all. I already did. I'd put more on it. I really like that. But this all brings me to Dusty May. Guys, this is one of the best coaches in America, and frankly, he should be talked about in the same breath as Kurt Cignetti, especially if Michigan wins it all this year. Similar to Cignetti cutting his teeth at James Madison, May coached at Florida Atlantic for 6 years, where he compiled a 126-69 record. He never had a losing season. The big feather in his cap was 2023. He took Florida Atlantic to the final four, guys.
Yeah.
Then in Michigan last year, in his first season there, he led them to a Sweet 16. He led them to a 27-10 record, which, guys, was an increase of 19 wins from the previous disaster that Juwan Howard left, which, by the way, no team in the history of the NCAA tournament had ever lost as many games one season before advancing to the Sweet 16 the next one, as Michigan did last year with Dusty May. And then this year, they're 27-2, most undoubtedly will be a number 1 seed, and they have a real chance to win it all. So we'll save the full robust Cignetti versus May debate for later, assuming May can win one. And who knows? He might not. But if he does, he deserves just as much credit for winning with a program much more concerned about the other sports, just like Indiana was with basketball. Michigan's they care much more about football. And they've had very little championship success. Yeah, they've been in some Final Fours, but they've only won one national title ever at Michigan and basketball. They could care less about basketball. So I just want to give kudos to Coach May. He's a phenomenal coach and doing a great job. All right, guys. Well, nice job with hot takes, but it is now time to get into this week's Stone Cold Locks.
Yo, fatten your wallets, cash those tickets. 9 picks coming and we do not miss it. Stone cold confidence, numbers don't lie. Every lock loaded, it's time to ride. From kickoff to the final clock. These are stone cold locks.
Guys, we all had another really nice week. Each of us got one top 10 pick correct. Pat, you hit with Jake Knapp. Bill, you had Tommy Fleetwood. I had Colin Morikawa. So nice job there, fellas. Pat, you have 5 now for the season. Bill, you've got 3. I have 2. Let's keep it going this week. Let's just jump right into it. Pat, what do you got?
I got Denny McCarthy, right? Obviously this is a drop-in class tournament. You're going to see some names that you're like, who is this guy? But he's at plus 3,500. Great putter. Haven't heard from him much this year, but he excels on difficult courses. And this one rewards accuracy, not distance. So I picked Denny McCarthy at 3,500. This one was a surprise to me. Even higher odds, plus 4,500 for Jordan Spieth. His putter has been looking good recently, and he has had a nice start to the season. So much of his success relies on the putter, and for similar reasons for McCarthy, I want guys who can putt this week. My last one, my long shot, Joel Damon, plus 11,500. This is such a weak field that I struggle to find a good long shot, but Damon did pretty good so far early on in the year, and I think a top 10 could happen for him, but it's Joel Damon, so at least people like him. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to win any tournaments anytime.
He played well last time out too.
Yeah, at the waste. Was it the Waste Management?
Waste Management?
Maybe.
Yeah, he had a good tournament. Sponsor exemption, I think. Nice. Those are good. I went with Adam Scott, who Pat mentioned earlier. Love the way that he's playing. And I'll go with Shane Lowry, who I just love. Sugar Shane. He's got to be the class of the field or near the top. So those will be sort of chalky picks, but I'll go with those 2 guys. And then you'll have to double check me on this because when I was doing my notes, I did not have the odds. They weren't out yet that I could find. And I went with Christopher Riton. So
yeah, he's much better than plus 10,000. He's at
is
plus
he? Okay.
4,400.
Shoot.
But
All right. I was thinking he'd
we'll
be a
let you
long
do it.
shot.
We're gonna let you do it. We're gonna let you do it because mine was at plus 10,000 and now it's at plus 8,200 because all these guys have been dropping. So these guys have been moving up, and I'm not changing mine.
Yeah.
So you can do Reton. I don't even see Adam Scott on here.
Well, if that's, I'll have to text my picks if he's not on there.
Okay. Well, that's weird. Now I'm worried none of my guys are on there anymore. But I'm going with. I'm going to start. I'm going to go with a guy I've never picked before and who I probably can't pronounce his name, but let's try it. Rasmus Højgaard is who I'm going with.
Yeah.
Well,
plus 2,200, plus 440, and plus 225. You'll notice a trend this week in me choosing guys that have done well making cuts this season. He's only played in 3 events, but he's made the cuts in all 3. He's the 4th on tour in driving distance, which I just like. He's going to have some short looks into the green. He finished 18th here last year, so we know he can handle this course. And as you mentioned, with this is a very weak field. So he's actually 3rd best odds. Rasmus Højgaard has the 3rd best odds to win this. So, and then I'm going with the guy who I've always liked. I'm going with Daniel Berger as my number 2. He's plus 3,300, plus 600, top 5, plus 295, top 10. He sat out 2024 due to injuries. He came back last year, finished top 50 in FedEx points. He's played in 5 tourneys this year. He's made 4 cuts. He finished top 6 at Sony, top 16th, or finished 16th at Waste Management. He traditionally does well at this course, PGA National, with an average finish of 18th in his 6 starts here. He's been a runner-up here once. He's just done well here. He lives in Southern Florida, and I think he'll feel at home. So I like Berger in this spot. And then I'm going with S.H. Kim for this one, not to be confused with Siwoo Kim, but SH is also from Korea. His odds now are plus 8,200, plus 1,325, plus 610. He's played 4 tourneys this season. He's made the cut in all 4. He finished top 20 in 2 of them. He's above average in strokes gained off the tee and top 30 in strokes gained with the putter. So I like to see both those. And in this weaker field, he is my long shot. So let's do it.
No,
I mean, give me Michael Thorbjornsen with Sugar Shane Lowry.
Okay.
And then
like
Reton.
All right. Good. I like this.
Yeah, because I don't see Adam Scott. I don't see Jacob Bridgman. So, Pat, good call. Thanks.
All right, guys.
I think that's the thing.
Well,
these guys sign up for the tournament, and like Adam Scott had such a nice finish that he's like, oh, well, this is perfect because I was trying to make this amount of money over this many weeks, and I just did it. So now I can coast. And Bridgman's probably like exhausted.
Oh, yeah. He's
mentally. So it's too bad. But
yeah. All right, boys. Well, it is now your favorite ranking portion of the show. That's right. It is finally time for this week's Top 5.
Sports, pop culture, and everything right. Don't like our list, make your own tonight. Buckle up, it's time for the Top 5.
Believe it or not, guys, this is our 79th episode, which means if we were a person, we'd be pretty old. I also recently wrote about celebrating my mom's 90th birthday and the party that we had for her. And last week in the pod, we talked about the oldest U.S. Olympian ever, the curler Rich Ruonen. And it's still crazy to me that at 54, he is the oldest ever Olympian, because that's not that old. But so today's top 5, guys, we're going to honor the old. It's all about age, but we're going to be particularly in the world of entertainment. This has got me thinking about older characters in movies and television. So our top 5 this week is going to be our 5 favorite old people characters from movies and TV. Can be from any time period, any genre. They don't have to be the main character. They just have to be an older character, roughly 65 or older in that TV show or movie. All right, Pat, kick us off. Who are your favorites?
This is a tough category.
This was tough.
This was like, tough. I don't know. You don't pay attention to old people.
Oh my God, I have so many, dude.
Do you? Oh man,
like
this one was hard. The hardest
mentions.
one.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my God.
Good.
this
I'll
was
go
so
quick.
easy.
I'll leave you the
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
I got number
I'll
5.
leave you the stage.
Betty White lived to 99 years old. Need to throw a female in on this list. So she's fun, and her career spanned decades. I mean, she's a Golden Girl. She's the original OG of the Golden Girls. She was
Golden
probably
Girls,
like
huh?
40 when she made that show.
I don't think she
but-
was. Yeah, I don't know if she was 60. I don't know. She probably
I
was.
liked her in The
Yeah,
Proposal
she
with
probably
Ryan
was. She was in
Reynolds
the
and
60s.
Sandra
Her
Bullock.
character in
she's
Proposal
funny.
was good. Okay.
But
all
yeah,
right.
Betty White, she's timeless. So
Nice.
Okay.
And then number 4 for me is David Attenborough. He's not really, he's more of a voice actor, but he's
Ah, that's a good
98.
call.
Well, just so you
And-
know, we're going with characters, not actors.
What?
Mm.
Characters?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
who they
like-
played?
Yes.
Ah,
So like, yeah. Oh my God, you're way off. dude.
damn, dude.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. So
That's all right. I mean,
David
Betty
Attenborough.
White.
Yeah,
Counted.
Betty White.
Betty White.
So you
Sure.
can
Attenborough's
go with David Attenborough as
a
character in
voice
Jurassic
legend.
Park.
Yeah.
Go with David Attenborough's character in Jurassic Park.
Whatever.
Yeah.
There you go. He was
You're- man, Eric, you're killing me, Smalls. Yeah, give me that's 5 and 4. You're up. Next.
Dude, that was pretty
right.
clear.
I have my
That's
number.
clear.
I struggled with this one too. I'm
Oh
not
my
gonna lie.
God, there's
This one
so
was tough.
many.
My number 5, I went with Lieutenant Frank Drebin, Leslie Nielsen's character.
Oh
in the
my God,
Naked
that's a
Gun
great one.
franchise.
That's a great one.
Yeah,
I'm
iconic.
not sure
I
he
thought.
was that.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
not
yeah,
sure he was
it's like I
65.
don't know. I didn't know how
but,
old he was. I
yeah.
mean, I didn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't say specifically, but he was older.
Yeah.
And so he was just hilarious. And you don't see those kind of slapsticky movies. I know they just came out with the remake, which I didn't watch.
It
But,
wasn't good.
With
It
Liam
wasn't good.
Neeson. Okay.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
I
good.
just watched it last night. I'll get to that
Oh, yeah?
later. There's more on that
oh.
later. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
Jesus.
nice. All right, so I went with Frank Drebin. Still love one of my favorite scenes. We quoted it through the years a ton. Was when he's taking the piss and he's got his hot mic is still
yeah,
on.
That's so good.
So
Yeah.
anytime I'm around my college buddies, we still say like, gonna go take a Drebin. And it's like, like poker night or whatever. Somebody disappears off the piss. Anyway, it's just classic. And then Pat mentioned Golden Girls. I went with Sophia Petrillo.
Yeah,
Trio?
she was an honorable mention. She's an honorable
Okay.
mention for
Yeah.
me.
She was
Yeah,
hilarious,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, she
Uh,
was great.
Estelle Getty, right? I think is the
Yeah.
actress's name.
Yeah.
So this is what was crazy to me in the research and why I had to make sure she
She-
made my top 5. She
Yeah.
was a year
Younger.
younger than her daughter,
than-
B. Arthur.
I know. I know.
I was
and
like,
she
no
wasn't.
way.
She was like 55 or something, right? Like
Wow.
she wasn't that old, but her character was older.
Yeah.
Her character was old. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
that blew me away. I thought if you said how old is this, closest to the pin, how old is Estelle Getty in that show? I would have said she's like 75.
Yeah, I
don't
know. I know.
mean, she seemed older.
No.
Okay. Yep.
No,
That's
I
my
know,
5 and 4.
crazy. All right, so for me, I am going with M from James Bond, specifically the Judi Dench character. Pat, you've
Oh.
talked about James Bond on
Damn,
here
that
before.
was a
Yeah.
good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Two Pat,
Bond is
Pat. There's your
awesome.
three.
And all those Bond girls are smoking hot, which is nice, but I know this might be hard for you to believe. I don't need hot to love a good, strong female character. And none is better than Judi Dench's M character from Bond movies. And I'll tell you, spoiler alert, sorry guys, when she bites it at the end of Skyfall, man, I did
Wait,
not
she
like that
died?
one bit. I did not like
What?
that, man.
I haven't watched that
shut
yet.
up. Shut up. I mean, tough, loyal, smart, and the mother Bond didn't know he needed. M is the queen of this list and makes my number 5. And by the way, guys, I did research to find out how old these characters actually were in their thing. So her
That's
character
hardcore.
started at the age of 60.
How am I supposed to compete with this?
Starting, well, you're supposed to do the same thing. Starting in the GoldenEye movie with Pierce Brosnan,
Ooh.
because she was actually she was 60, and then she was 77 when she died in Skyfall in 2012. Okay. All right, my number 4. This is one of my favorite sitcoms of all time. My only TV character on this list. There are many awesome characters on this show, but Ed O'Neill and his Jay Pritchett character on Modern Family to me is one of the best. Yes, he's filthy rich and has an incredibly hot wife, so neither of those things hurt his standing with me. but he's also grumpily lovable with the heart of gold and will do anything for his family. And one of my favorite episodes, guys, is one. It actually takes place in Las Vegas. Do you guys watch Modern Family? You guys, you don't watch? Oh my God. Okay.
No, I don't watch any TV.
Okay. Yes, you do. You love TV shows.
Like network television, I should have said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's all excited. They're in Vegas, and he's all excited because he has Excelsior level at Mandalay Bay. Okay, he's been given the status of Excelsior level, but then he finds out that there's an Excelsior Plus level, and it drives him crazy that he doesn't have the highest status. And it's funny because it's something that would completely irk me too. Like, I'm all status driven. And I love his line. He's like, Excelsior Plus? That just means we're Excelsior minus. I just love that. He finally gets Excelsior Plus, only to find out at the very end there's actually an Excelsior Ultra level. So I love him, and his character was between the ages of 63 and 74.
Okay.
So, all right, Pat.
Okay, here we go. This is just like high school. I didn't do the assignment correctly. All right. Michael Caine is 92. It's more because he looks like my dad, but he was Alfred in Batman. I thought it was great.
There you go. Alfred Batman. Alfred
So
Batman was one of my honorable mentions.
There you go. So I get a point. I get a point for that one.
Yeah.
And then Morgan Freeman is 88. But look, I can't say one exact role. I mean, I know that's what you're looking for.
That is,
and I didn't follow the assignment correctly.
That's kind of the top 5.
But give me Red and Shawshank.
Yeah. Oh God, I don't think he was that old. But
half credit.
All right.
Give me 1.5.
Yeah,
on that
we'll
1.5.
It to you. All
and
right.
Betty White.
Yeah, good job.
By the time he got out of jail, how old?
He probably was pretty old.
Yeah,
I'll give you Red. I'll give you Red from Shawshank. I'll give you Red from Shawshank. He's old.
God.
All right.
I thought about Red. I didn't know how old he was. I wasn't sure about that one, but he's such a great character. I went with Yoda. I mean, you want to talk about
good choice,
right? I mean, how old is Yoda? He's
I can tell you because he's my number 3.
Oh,
he's not okay. He's 900 years old.
Yeah,
and he's my number 3. And
he's my number 3. He's my number 3.
I know.
So the cadence of speech. Badass Jedi Master, wise and powerful, knowledge, selflessness. I mean, all the things. It is like he's perfect, I thought. My number 2.
You are, Bill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Yoda. My number 2, again, Eric might be pushing it on the age here. I don't know, but I went with Mr. Rogers.
No,
Mr.
that's
Rogers'
great.
Neighborhood.
No, that's great. That's perfect.
Okay, because he's an absolute legend.
Wow. That's a great one.
Thank you. His overall message of acceptance, kindness, understanding, right? I mean, it's so cool.
You're kind of the Mr. Rogers of this podcast.
I have a little bit, a little bit. Maybe the what was Eddie Murphy's character in Saturday Night Live?
Mr.
Robinson's Neighborhood. Yeah, that was so good, so good. So all right, there's my 3 and 2. What do you got?
This is how Mr. Robinson answers.
That is a great skit, dude.
Who is
That's a classic. Yeah, I mean, my number 3 was Yoda. He's wise, he's cantankerous, he's green. I mean, he's number 3. What can you say? Number 2, guys. So this one got some serious consideration from a number 1. I love this movie. I love this character. It doesn't matter if he's in 1955, 1985, 2015, or back in the 1800s. The inventor of the flux capacitor and the time travel genius himself.
Yes,
Doc Brown is my number 2. He's funny. He's brilliant.
Damn.
He's a father figure and a best friend to Marty McFly. So thank you, Christopher Lloyd, for bringing us this awesome older dude to our movie screens, and he hits number 2. And the character of Doc Brown was reportedly 65 during the first movie.
That's brilliant. I missed that one. Man, good one.
All right, Pat, what do you got for
my
number 1?
Was Liam Neeson, and for the Naked Gun reboot.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, don't take his daughter or you're screwed. He'll kill you. But yeah, again, I had him as an overall, but I guess I'll take him in Naked Gun since I watched it last night. And they took a lot of shots. Like there's some of them hit. Some of the jokes were funny, but I mean, they went after it. Every 5 seconds is a new joke, and it was okay. It was okay. I was impressed with them though. So I'm gonna leave because I gotta go to work.
All
And
right, see ya.
I'll let you guys finish up here.
Yeah.
Sound good?
All right.
My number one, I went with Mike Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad.
Who's that?
Did you watch
Okay.
the
No, I
show?
never watched Breaking Bad. No.
Really? Okay, see, that's like one where you always you look at me and you're like, how do you not watch this? I mean, that's such a good series.
I would hate that show. Oh, I would hate
really?
that show.
Yeah,
It's
Mars
too
does.
dark.
She
It's
was
too
not.
dark for me.
Yeah, she ended up watching it and liking it. But and then he was also in the spinoff Better Call Saul. So he was a former Philadelphia police officer. He becomes a fixer for the drug cartel kingpin guy in the show, and he's such a good character. Like he's got a moral high ground, but he's doing all these horrible things. Very meticulous, like just a total badass. He doesn't look like he's a badass, but he's tough as nails. Great character.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I so many people told me to watch that show. I don't
He's
think I would
a
like
really
it.
phenomenal part of it too. I think.
All
Yeah.
right.
It's kind of a side character.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, for my number one, well, so like I said, I toyed with putting Doc Brown here, but I just really could not justify leaving this guy out of the top spot. When you first meet him in the first movie of this series, you kind of think he's a dick, but that gruff persona soon changes to wisdom and much needed mentorship to our favorite movie boxer of all time, Rocky Balboa. And we are going with Mickey Goldmill for our number one, played by the ultra talented Burgess Meredith. And my favorite part's probably in Rocky 2 when he stays with Rocky for days in the hospital. Adrian's in her coma, even prays with him. And then, seeing him die because of that monster Mr. T in Rocky 3, that was a tough scene to take. But his character was 71 to 76 during the first three Rocky movies. And then I'm shocked. So some honorable. I'm shocked nobody said Mr. Miyagi from.
Yeah, well, that was
Karate
gonna be
Kid.
that's my other one that I was in the mix. Yeah. Yep.
Vito Corleone was consideration. Even Carl Fredricksen from Up, which is a great Disney movie.
Yeah.
Fast Eddie Felson of The Color of Money. I'm really surprised. I thought Pat was going to say this guy because he's talked about him before, but Pop Fisher from The Natural. He loves that movie. Moonlight Doc Graham from Field of Dreams. There's a lot from sports movies. You mentioned Sophia from Golden Girls. Fred Sanford from Sanford and Son was an old one, but a good one. So
Archie Bunker, was he?
Archie Bunker. He probably.
I never watched the show, so I don't know.
He technically was. I mean, he probably was only like 50. Honestly,
yeah, it's crazy.
Time,
seems so old. Like in my head.
I know. So
nice.
All right, Bill. Any pool spotlight?
No, just stay tuned. March Madness right around the corner. Can't wait.
Soon.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, guys, can't say it enough. Always so much fun doing this pod with you both every week. Great job once again. Wish we could keep it going, but sadly, it is time to exit Sandman Sports. But we'll be back next week and can't wait. Have a great weekend, Sandman Nation. Peace out and take care.
Good luck, everybody.